kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right. Those are the games that make college football special.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears the pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. So Tennessee's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
To throw, it's Aguilar. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
And the Vols decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession Turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Line getting set on second down. Handoff to the single running back. It's a fumble on the play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Running into the open space. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick, didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. They're working that left side. Finds a crease at the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown ball.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Running back is able to snag the football, but that foot is on the white lines, out of bounds and incomplete. It's third down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Rush is on him. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So here is the Tennessee offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The short hands. It's Matthews. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Matthews. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Volunteers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they turn it into a defensive score.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Wide receiver comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. There he goes. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down.
Well, this guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The give on the counter. Creates a little space. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Tennessee. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And what a job in coverage by the defense. First, the defender able to get his hand on the ball and tip that up into the air. It lands right into his buddy's hands. He has the convoy, and it is off to the races.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over Western Kentucky. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
It'll be a draw. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Back to pass on second down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on fourth down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Makes the grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Vols come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Volunteers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
A first down run on the doorstep. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He'll keep it himself. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Now it's third and goal. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Back's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. They'll move the wide receiver. He's got his man. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, that time on third and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up fourth.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Looking to throw on third. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook,
Breaks into the open. All the way out out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Unloads quickly. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Punt is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find some...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella.
The first down.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Defense showing blitz here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quick strike complete. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and 1. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. And the returner will be knocked down. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man on the outside. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. From the gun, running back on the move. Across the 45. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. First down here for the offense.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. He's got an open man. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Got the first down and still on his feet. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Gets the back moving. They'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Finds his man. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Into the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finding an escape route.
Return brings it out to the 35. And the offense will take over. First
and the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Motion from the wideout. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Working that left side now. Oh, he's got some space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dolly.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. They're trying to find some room off right tackle. Fighting off the defender. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Running free. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. He wants it all. Oh, he makes the play, it's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Tried to get him a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
It's a draw. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gets it to him on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And the Vols will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Handoff to the lone back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Under heat, he gets rid of it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Lofts one high and deep. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. So here is the Tennessee offense. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game, Dave.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Under fire. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He wants a big play here late. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses, but this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.